Hello and welcome to Graceful Connections, presented by Academy for the Soul. I'm your host, Sophie Vidar, and the co-creator of Graceful Connections, together with Christel Hugues, founder of the Academy for the Soul, the online school for intuitive arts. Graceful Connections is an adventure of exploration, discovery, healing, liberation, growth, and truthful expression, which is facilitated, amplified, magnified, and blessed really with grace. Because all of our gatherings are held in the orb of grace, which is what brings forth these graceful connections. They are woven between you and our expert speakers, your graceful guides into the new dimensional earth. Graceful connections woven between you and their talents, their wisdom, their expertise. Between your questions and their inspired answers, your needs and their masterful responses. But also between various aspects of you that may be or feel, for whatever reason, disconnected, fragmented, separated. Allow grace to infuse these areas and aspects and connections, to elevate them to a higher vibration and bring harmony, catalyzation, realignments into a higher order, a natural order, the divine order. The order of grace is the divine order. So let's begin. I invite you to relax, take a few deep breaths, breathing out all that does not belong to this moment. Let's bring all of your attention, all of your presence here and now. We set our intention that our time together, all that is shared in words and beyond the words, all the energies that we call in and flow, serve our highest good, our evolution, and be of service to the highest good of all. You can decide to open your heart or open it even more and be ready to receive. And you can decide to open your mind or open it even more and be ready to receive. Remembering your connection to the center, to the heart of the earth, and your connection to the center, to the heart of the universe. So that you are held, both grounded and connected, suspended. You are safe. You can relax. You are ready and open to receive. Now I'm calling an orb of grace from the heart of the universe. And placing this orb of grace around our group, around our gathering, and each and every one of us. That we be held in grace and infused with grace all along our time together. Let's take a moment to adjust to the purity and the subtle high frequency of grace, allowing it to gracefully dissolve, realign, harmonize, amplify, magnify all that needs to be so, in purest alignment with divine will and the divine order of grace. And breathe. Beautiful. Now, within the Orb of Grace, I'm delighted to welcome today's expert speaker, amazing Master Truth Activator and creator of Celestial Sol-REIKI, Sara Cornell, who invites you to open up your natural healing mastery abilities, igniting the truth of your soul. Let me share with you about Sara. Sara is an expert in identifying blockages in the body that create disharmony and disconnection from highest truths. As a cosmic soul truth activation master, she's passionate about helping people heal and embody their soul truth. And she's known for her empathetic, warm-hearted approach. This, combined with her expertise as a certified intuitive strategist with the Academy for the Soul, certified Akashic trance worker, Reiki master, enables Sara to uniquely identify and shift blockages in alignment with what most deeply supports her clients. Sara is committed to helping you on your healing journey, blending her background as a clinical therapist and training in cognitive behavioral therapy and dialectical behavioral therapy with an authentic, heart-centered approach. Sara aids in the dissolution of blockages and disturbances in the human body to activate cosmic soul truth for increased internal harmony and connection. So it is so wonderful to have you with us as our expert today. Welcome, Sara.
Thank you for that beautiful introduction, Sophie. And I am truly blessed and honored to be here, and I love being held in this beautiful orb of grace. So thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us there in the Orb of Grace. It's a delight to have you today. So everyone, Sara, yes, is going to share her expertise about opening up your natural healing mastery abilities, igniting the truth of your soul. And that's very intriguing, and it's going to be fascinating for sure, exploring our cosmic soul truth. And
Yes.
Sara will also offer, offer the experience of a clearing and opening of your heart chakra with Celestial Sol-REIKI. She'll lead you through a process to clear any blocks to opening your heart chakra, taking you deep into the many layers of your heart, releasing old grief and trauma. So you'll get to experience the power of Celestial Sol-REIKI, which is her unique and incredibly powerful creation. We'll get a taste of it. And on Friday, June the 30th, we'll gather again with Sara for an Intuitive Readings Galore live call. And she'll answer your question, what's my number one block to soul truth embodiment? Now, for the moment, let's tap into your brilliant wisdom, Sara. And I'd like to begin with asking you to share a little bit about your unique journey of awakening.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you for asking, Sophie. So, like many of us who are drawn into the healing arts, I had quite a difficult childhood and experienced many very heavy experiences, trauma, pain. And through this, that really drew me to wanting to be a helper and a healer. I've always just kind of had that pull, had that drive. And that drew me to becoming a social worker and a therapist. And at that time, which was in 2007, I didn't understand about energy or multidimensionality at all at the time. And what would happen was I'm very empathic, and I would end up absorbing, all my clients' past trauma and experiences. And I ended up very ill. And around the same time, my mom passed away unexpectedly. And then 6 months later, I was diagnosed with cancer and several other life-threatening illnesses. And eventually, I ended up not being able to work at all, lost everything, my career, my home, literally everything in my life came crumbling down. However, this was actually the best thing that ever happened to me. And everything happened exactly as it was supposed to. And I ended up being able to rebuild everything from the ground up. So my first experience with energy work resulted in a spontaneous healing for me. At the time, I had been plagued with bladder infections every single month. And if you've ever had one, you know how horribly painful that can be. And of course, money was an issue, and I had just enough money for this angelic Reiki session, and I decided to give it a try. And after this session, I no longer had any problems with my bladder for 6 months. So that was huge. And what I've come to understand now, I used to have so many infections, pain, just debilitating things that really kept me from living my life. And what I've come to understand is that I'm actually very clairsentient, meaning that I can feel energy in my body. So much of the pain that I used to experience on a daily basis was simply stuck emotional energy and old trauma. So when I had such a dramatic experience, this really drew me to Reiki and to energy work. And I began studying and learning as much as I could because I was completely fascinated. And eventually I started taking Reiki classes and received Reiki attunements, which really kind of kickstarted my healing journey.
Yeah,
Mhm.
wow, we can say a rude awakening, right? That was
Yes.
kind of brutal, but as you said, that's exactly what was needed. So
Mhm. Mhm.
it's wonderful that you could take it as such and really make the best of it. Obviously, you did make the best of it.
Yes.
Now are showing up now as the creator of Celestial Soul Reiki. Would you tell us a bit about before really we get more into this? How did you come to discover it, Celestial Soul Reiki, and how is it different from just any Reiki? What's so special about it?
Thank you for asking. So bringing through Celestial Soul Reiki has been quite a journey, and it really began back in 2019. So when I was attuned to Reiki, my Reiki teacher shared with me that I channeled through something different than regular Reiki, and that I had keys and key codes in my hand chakras. Now, at the time, I had no idea what this meant. And she explained that I had dormant healing abilities and keys in my field that would unlock other people's dormant DNA when I worked with them. So, fast forward a few months, and I was taking an Akashic Transworker class. And I had an ancestral Akashic reading with my teacher, she's a very brilliant Akashic reader. And she shared with me an ancestor that was coming through to share with me. This was a very ancient ancestor, way back before humans even really looked like they do today. And this ancestor shared a story. So he was the leader of a village, and this tribe of people were very connected to the sun and to the earth, much more than humans are today. And this tribe of people worshiped the sun. And she could see energetically the way their very essence vibrated with the energy of the sun. Their hair and skin was just glowing with the solar energy. So we can call this tribe of people the children of the sun. Well, what ended up happening was colonizers eventually came. A lot of horrible things happened, like slaughter of the men and captivity of the women. So my ancestor, the leader of this village, had a sacred fire and summoned his ancestors and asked, what can we do to stop this? And the answer that came through was that nothing could be done to stop it, that it was necessary for the evolution of humanity. But one day, a daughter of the sun would be born, and this daughter would carry within her all of the seeds to make this right. And I didn't know what any of that meant. I had a very visceral reaction in my body, chills from head to toe. I also had a very emotional reaction. I was crying. My dear friend and teacher was crying. And even now talking about it, I'm feeling choked up. There's definitely, like, I could feel in my body the truth of what was being shared. So I had no idea at the time that I would be bringing this energy through to other people. But I started working with this ancestor through an Akashic mentorship program. And I really started working with the solar energy and embodying it. And it's just been this beautiful experience over the last couple of years. Now, in many lineages, we're taught that the sun is masculine and the moon is feminine. And I certainly can resonate with that. However, this energy and this solar energy that I've been working with definitely feels more feminine to me. So when I connect with her, I feel this beautiful, healing, unconditional love of Divine Mother that flows through these solar codes. Now, the next interesting thing that happened, which I didn't realize right at first that it was related, was I started just randomly seeing this energy come into my space. I could see it with my eyes open. I could see it with my eyes closed, but it kind of just comes in really fast, and it looks kind of like a DNA strand. And it's etheric, right? So you can see through it, but it's got like these rainbow kind of codes in it, and it's like sparkly gold, and it's got sacred geometry, and it's living light, right? It's living light, and it moves so fast and comes into my heart chakra. And I could see it, the energy, with my eyes open or closed. And like I can't look at it directly or it moves, but I can watch out of the corner of my eye. And with the strands, I can see all of these sacred geometrical patterns, and this comes right into my heart. So these codes, these patterns, hold all of the unique awakening codes that have healed, repaired, and activated my DNA, allowing myself to hold more light, allowing me to be more of who I am at a soul level. So now, how I pulled all of this into creating Celestial Sol-REIKI, I really have to thank Christel Hugues, our Academy of the Soul founder. This has been a very special project that her and I have worked on together. And she really asked me all the right questions to help pull this out of me and into a tangible program. Mm-hmm. And so your question on how it differs from regular Reiki. In this program, I will be teaching the Reiki symbols and all the foundations on how to channel the Reiki energy. And being attuned to Reiki, it opens up your hand chakras, and it really, allows the energy that you have uniquely to flow through. And in addition, what is really specific and unique and adds tremendous power is I will also be teaching how to really work with the solar energy and also starlight energy, specifically my lineage of starlight energy. So our sun has really shown me that she is a gateway to other higher dimensional realms. So not only will I be bringing in these solar codes and energy, I also work with higher dimensional beings from the Pleiades, Arcturians, and the Andromedans. So I'll be bringing all of that energy through. So I think it's important to understand that we all have so many layers, thousands and thousands of layers of old, dense trauma, energy, pain from childhood, from past lives, from our ancestral line. Okay, and the starlight and solar energy is so powerful for unwinding, dissolving, healing, and clearing these old patterns of pain. And when this happens, we have space to bring in more of our own soul lights, more of our own soul truth, more of our own masterful gifts that we carry. And these codes that I bring through, these solar codes, they heal, repair, and activate the DNA, clearing out what doesn't serve and bringing to your life your own unique soul gifts.
Okay, I think I'm kind of getting the codes. I mean, it is a fascinating story, and what a journey you've had. Wow. I mean, when you talked about Daughter of the Sun, I had chills myself. I had some of your chills myself. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really like, yes, she's the one. Okay. So that's very exciting for us to be with you today. So thank you for blessing us with your presence and all that you're sharing and
Aww.
going to be sharing. Now,
Hmm.
to really understand these codes,
Hmm.
so if I understand well, we all carry codes?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We
So
all
we all
carry
carry, uh-huh.
yes, unique codes related to your own soul lineage. So let's say that you've lived other lives. Hi, we've all lived. We're all multidimensional, right? So we've all lived many lives in many different dimensions. We've all had the pain and the trauma that I already spoke to, but we also have all of these lives living in, maybe in the angelic realm, maybe as a high priestess in Lemuria, maybe, in ancient Egypt, maybe from the Pleiades, from, the Arcturians, or wherever your unique soul has traversed, you carry all of that in your DNA. You carry all those unique special gifts, and they may be dormant, or they may be covered up by all those old layers of trauma. So every time you release, right, you release that heavy, dense energy, it provides that opening for more of that light to come in. And as you heal your DNA, those codes start to activate, and it's like your own unique who you are as a soul starts to come online, and you start to be able to channel those abilities that you've had when with your multidimensional self in these other realms, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. So what I'm getting that is specific about you is that if I let me confirm or correct, um,
Yes,
you carry codes among your. So we all have codes, right? And
yes,
so you do have codes, and among the codes that you have codes that activate other people's codes. Is that correct?
that is 100% um,
Uh-huh.
correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yes. So that is part of my unique mission, right? That I'm here to help awaken other people's brilliance and genius, because we all have something so special inside of us. And it's like if you think of a big puzzle, right? We're all carrying a little piece of that puzzle. And when we bring it together, then it lights up in a whole new way. And if for people who have gone through the academy with Christel, we all get our unique soul song name. And my name is Celestial Muse Awakening Angels. And so that's just part of my, and so the angels are all of you listening, right? And so I'm just really inspired to help you come into your own soul truth, because change your life in such dramatic ways. It really will, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, in the sense that it's about, well, yeah, activating what's within us, what is that is dormant, or as you said, buried, covered with layers and layers of stuff,
Yes.
emotional and mental stuff, right? And
Yes.
residue um, and through this activation, the activation of these codes, we not only we become more of who we are, we really getting our skin, but also we embrace our mission, our purpose, our assignments that
Yes.
we have signed up for in this incarnation. Maybe even more. Maybe we can get more than what we even had sign up for, right? How would that be?
Exactly, exactly. And we talk so much about ascension, and to me, what that really means is that we are embodying, right, all of that soul truth, that light, all those codes, all of our unique multidimensional selves. We are integrating and bringing ourselves into wholeness. And as we embody more and more of that light, we become more of who we truly are as a soul, not as the personality as Sarah or Sophie, because while that's beautiful, there's so much more. There's so much more to who we are, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what I made a note of how what I was shown, kind of a quick vision of how what it means that is being shown to me is how you are lightening up the sun within us, so
Hmm.
for us to shine, right?
Yes.
So if I get it right, that's what you're doing through the activation of those codes and the all those clearings that allow our sunlight to shine, that we can each of us shine as bright as the sun in our own way, in our own
Yes.
specific way, right?
Mm, that
Mm.
is a beautiful image, Sophie, and I feel like it very beautifully captures the energy that this program is going to
Mhm.
bring through. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it's gonna do it for everyone who joins it, as it did for you, because you started with yourself and by through your own self, if I understand well your journey. So tell us about how has your life changed since you first starting with these codes, with your own codes?
Okay, so yes, thank you for asking. So just to kind of explain how I perceive these solar codes, they're like specific rays of light that come in from our sun. And I kind of perceive it as a gold, sparkling light that contains sacred geometrical patterns that come into the body, right? And it's the feeling is just this warm, safe, divine mother feeling. And it just really brings in that unconditional love. And what happens is, as this energy comes into the body, it clears and opens the intuitive channels, it heals old trauma, it awakens the light in the cells for ultimate transformation and awakening of your unique soul truth. Now, for myself, my life has completely changed in so many different ways. My finances have dramatically improved. I've moved into a new, beautiful home. My relationships with my children in particular have really improved. And I've kind of just magnetically drawn in the perfect people into my life who to help me on to like the next step of my journey, right? So like our soul family. So, it kind of led me to Academy for the Soul and to you and to Christel. And, through those programs through the academy, my intuitive channels have really opened up. My soul gifts have really started coming online. I mean, even the fact that I am here talking to you and offering this program is like a miracle to me, to be honest. I think back to my life 6 years ago, like I never could have imagined this. I was so sick. I mean, so sick, like all the time. I had a hard time getting out of bed, I had struggled for so long with depression, anxiety, really plagued my 20s, my 30s, you know, um, and certain addictions even, right? To nicotine, to prescription medicine, to all these different things. And as this light came in, it just very gently unwound all of that and kind of pulled it out. And so then I just get these hits like, okay, time to give up, sugar, whatever it is, right? At the right time. And it was almost easy. It was like this light just, it's like almost like I had this, trying to think of the best way to put it, this emptiness, right? Kind of inside me for so many years growing up. And it's like I tried to fill it with whatever I could, nicotine, other people, medicine, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And what I was really missing was this light. And this light has just come in, even 6 years ago, I never would have said, oh, I'm intuitive or I have these gifts, right? It's just, it's been such an unfolding. And looking back, I can see how everything has kind of come together and the puzzle pieces are starting to fit and everything's making more sense. The reasons why everything had to happen the way that it did. And I've been so supportive. I've been able to heal so much. Now, of course, I'm using this light and doing the deep inner work. It didn't just happen, right? We have to do the work, but this modality is such a perfect way to heal those old traumas and wounds. I mean, my health problems have cleared up in such a way. I'm 45 and can honestly say that I'm the healthiest that I've ever been. And yeah. And I know that I'm supposed to bring these codes through and share it with others. And I'm really, really excited to do that. So just kind of to talk about the attunement process for a moment. When I attune or initiate you into the Reiki, I will be doing a special attunement to this solar energy. And this attunement is going to unfold differently for each person. But I'll be kind of planting a seed into the heart chakra. And these codes are going to really awaken, enliven your cells, unlock your own unique DNA, your own healing light, your own soul gifts. And as we are talking about the new dimensional Earth, part of what that means is that our beautiful planet, Gaia, raises her frequency and comes into wholeness, and we're being called to do that too. And if you're here listening and if you're drawn to this, I know that you're meant to be a healer. This program is going to support you.
Yeah, I get that. And so I want to, let me bounce on this. So is this for those who are, let's say, entering or considering entering the journey of becoming a healer, and for them to get started and probably to go really, really far on their journey? But so is it for the beginner, or is it for the more seasoned healer, or how is it positioned really? To whom does it fit?
It actually fits to both. When Christel and I worked together on this project to bring this through, we really wanted this to be an up-leveling for seasoned healers. And also, if you're brand new to energy work, that this could support you too. So if you're completely new to energy work, have no idea, don't know, if never experienced Reiki, that's okay, because I'm going to be covering a lot of the foundational topics and methods. And for people who have been attuned to Reiki or even Reiki masters, this program is for you too, because we're really going to up level you and your abilities. So this attunement, which is really so much more than a regular Reiki attunement, is going to up level your ability to channel the Reiki, the amount of light that you are able to channel. And this is going to go into the realms the body passageways are meeting and connecting with the celestial pathways and up-leveling everything on a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level. So your body and being will be able to hold more of your own unique, beautiful soul light, allowing you to bring forth more of what you are meant to do in this lifetime. And the other unique piece of this program is when you go through the Academy of the Soul, Christel Hugues channels through a special gift. And my special gift, which we've kind of already touched on that, Sophie, is activating the Soul Truth algorithm, which is what we talked about, activating the Soul Truth codes that each person carries, right? So I'm going to be bringing this activation through in the attunement and in the one-on-one session. So how I perceive this activation. So there's going to be, the attunement to the Reiki symbols, and there's going to be the attunement to the solar codes. And then I'm going to be bringing in this activation. And how I perceive it, it's a beautiful mandala of light that is unique to each person. And this displays the truth of your soul on an energetic level. And it's really beautiful. Those who have experienced it, it's just this really beautiful mandala of light. I download it. It goes into each of your chakras, including your soul star and earth star, and kind of spreads out through your body so that it kind of holds the map, right, of your soul. So if you know that you're meant to assist with the evolution of humanity, healing yourself and others and the planet, this mandala is going to up-level you so much, bringing in your own unique codes and downloads, allowing your soul light to shine through even more, bringing your unique gifts and abilities, awakening you to the truth of who you are at a soul level, and really anchoring all that in, right? We need to embody it. We are all here to embody our soul truth, not just play in the higher realms, which is really fun and feels really amazing, but we're here to anchor that in and come into wholeness so we can walk and talk that truth every single day. So we start just to kind of shine this truth out. And as we do this deep inner work, our whole reality starts to change and comes into alignment with the truth of who we are. Your intuitive gates will open even further. Your multidimensional abilities will really start to come online. You'll be reconnected to your own unique codes that you carry, activating that beautiful, dormant, crystalline DNA.
Yeah, that's really amazing. And there are two comments. It's really fascinating. I just have to write down so I can remember what I want to share. Two comments that I want to make on what you just shared. One is that it seems that for you, the key to your health and to your fulfillment as well was your activation of your own codes, and not only activating them, but owning them, embodying them, and coming to service using them, right?
Yes.
And that this is how your health, your good health came, and your fulfillment, and your being the daughter of the sun, and living as the daughter of the sun that you are. And that's what brought you to good health and fulfillment. So it's going to be the same for everyone, that if I understand well, that through our activation of our own codes, where we are not in alignment, where we experience not being in alignment. And for some of us, it may come through health issues, relationship issues, addictions, all sorts of, we all have our own ways that we play the misalignment, or that it
Yes.
shows up in our life, but it's being resolved through our codes coming to be activated and our sunshine to shine brightly, right? That's how it gets resolved. Is that correct?
That is correct. And just to kind of expand on that a little bit further, your soul has the divine blueprint, the perfection of every area of your life, right? So your soul codes contain all of the codes for your perfect health, for your divine perfect health, divine vitality, perfect relationships, perfect friendships, your perfect business, perfect finances, everything. Your soul knows exactly, and once we come into alignment with our unique soul codes, then everything just starts to shift and change and come into alignment. And it has changed my life so dramatically, that I really want this for everybody. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. I get that. The other thing, and thank you for well, having done the work for yourself, that allows you to bring it to everyone now, because you had to do it, right? So that now
Yes.
it can be offered, and also so you bring such a clarity to it. So I'm really thankful for that. The other thing I wanted to share, well, I love the mandala of light that you talk about, and I'm sensing that. So some of the codes, maybe, for example, I might have codes of clairvoyance or clairaudience or clairsentience, and through working with you, these codes may get activated in such a way that maybe, let's say, my clairvoyance gets activated, the code of my clairvoyance gets activated. Maybe I even get to see my mandala of light the way you see it. Or maybe my clairaudience gets activated and I get to hear my mandala of light vibrate or to sense it. Is that correct?
That is 100% correct. And as each person has these unique clairs, right? We're actually all intuitive. We all have these clair abilities inside of us. So these codes and this awakening will open it. And even if you feel like, oh, mine's already open, it can further expand. It can further open. Your cells carry even more light. And so we're always expanding, right? And so this is definitely bringing an expansion to your abilities, 100%.
So to sum it up, this mandala of light that you perceive and you're here to activate, it really is a map, a multidimensional map of how and with what tools, abilities, powers, everything, we are here to serve and to be of service at this time of ascension and playing our role and embracing our mission and actually fulfilling it. So it gives us the map, right?
Yes. Yes, Sophie.
Wow, that's really really precious. That is very, very precious. Oh, yeah. So I think now is really the perfect time to get into the details of this amazing program that you have created. It's a very special brand new offering that is exclusive for Graceful Connection. So thank you for offering us the exclusivity. Celestial Sol-REIKI for Soul Truth Awakening. So we love to hear all about it. So everyone scroll down to access and review Sara's special offer. Sara, please reveal what you have created for our audience.
Absolutely. I'm just going to pull this sales page up. Okay, here we go. So, option one contains, so everything in option one, or if you purchase option one, you will also receive everything in option two.
Right.
So that's what I was trying to say. So what differs option one and two is option one has the Cosmic Soul Truth algorithm activation session. Okay, so it's a one-on-one private Cosmic Soul Truth algorithm session. It is an hour long, and so I'll be using so I just want to kind of point out anyone who's had a soul activation session with me, the Soul Truth algorithm activation session. This session has been up leveled a bit, and I'll kind of go into what I'll be doing differently. So earlier this year, when I received my master's Reiki attunement and initiation, I kind of up leveled and learned some new skills. So those will be coming through in the session. So I'm going to be using the Celestial Soul Reiki, which includes the solar code and the starlight energy. And we are going to clear out all of the untruth that's preventing you from recognizing your soul truth. So we're going to go deep into each of the 7 chakras. I'll be clearing out all the cords, hooks, walls, and other blockages that your higher self will bring forward to me. And any rips or tears in the chakras. Now, there can literally be, as I've learned how to heal up these rips and tears, you can have thousands of rips and tears in your chakras. And, so let's say you had your heart broken, right? And we kind of use that term. And what literally will happen, let's say you were betrayed really badly in a romantic relationship, just throwing that out there for an example, your heart could have, from that one heartbreak, thousands of little rips and tears. And what happens then is your chakra doesn't spin correctly to bring in the right amount of light and energy. So we're going to heal all that up, each and every chakra, so we can bring you into absolute harmony. We'll do a thorough healing of all your cells, your subconscious cells. So just to kind of briefly talk about what happens in your cells remember old trauma. You have the cellular memory, which then a lot of times can cause certain dis-ease, right? Or problems in the actual physical body. So we're going to go in and clear out, wash out each and every cell in your body, clearing out the cellular memory from each of those old traumas that we clear out. And then using the solar codes and starlight, we're going to be awakening your unique dormant key codes, which we've been talking about, activating your cosmic DNA and truth algorithm. And so this is going to really, this session, we're going to do it before the attunement. And so having the session done before the attunement really kind of allows for that smooth transition. Because when you're attuned, and I'll talk about this a little more when we get down to the attunement, but when you're attuned to Reiki, what happens is you kind of go through this 21-day detox period, right? So the light clears out each of the 7 chakras 3 times. So 1 each day. So it's 21 days. And so old layers of trauma are going to be coming up for release. So if we do this session ahead of time, we're really going to be doing a lot of that clearing before the attunement even happens. So then you're kind of like starting with a fresh slate, right? And you're still going to have old stuff coming up, but it probably won't be as intense. It will really kind of mitigate those, kind of lessen the typical detox period and effects. And so we're going to replace all that old dense energy with your highest truth and light. You'll feel more balanced. You'll feel at peace and in harmony, and you will be 100% prepared to receive your attunement and initiation ceremony. And this is a really beautiful session. So I'm really excited to bring that through. And there is one thing that I forgot to mention. Can I do that real quick, Sophie?
Oh, please do.
Okay. So Christel Hugues is developing a program called Metatronic Reiki. And I can't speak to it too much, but it's coming. It's very exciting. It's a surprise. And as she prepares people to attune people to the Metatronic Reiki, this celestial soul Reiki is going to be a prerequisite to that program. So I wanted to share that. So this is exciting.
It is very, very exciting. And actually, I'm going to bounce on this. But before I do that, I just want to really bring the spotlight on it's in this session that you bring the mandala of light, right?
Yes.
And so wherever we are on our journey, whether I'm again a seasoned healer, there's always more to my mandala of light. There's always more. There's always going to be, because we're on a path of infinite evolution. So there's always going to be more of my mandala of light that not only can, but actually calls to be activated and to be embodied. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
That is right.
If I'm a beginner, well, I'm going to start my beginner's journey into becoming a healer. I'm going to start it magnificently with already having this mandala of light revealed and having my map and really placing myself right away. As you said, you take care of the foundation, but it's like making the choice of okay, I'm stepping into my healer's journey, but I take the high road. I choose the high road and I do what it takes to step on the high road and to maintain myself on the high road, in the sense of revealing and expressing and embracing my highest potential at every step of my journey, right?
Yes. That was very beautifully explained, Sophie. And I could feel like I have chills with you just explaining it. That's 100% true. Yes.
Fantastic. So thank you for, bringing this amazing session and the revealing and the activation of the mandala of light. That's really phenomenal. Now, the other thing, and I love what you shared about, yes, Christel, creator of Metatronic Reiki, of course, of the Academy for the Soul. She's multidimensional visionary and multisensory intuitive. Now, she has sent me actually a testimonial that I would like to share before we go on into the discovery of your amazing program, Sara. I would like to interrupt you and share about this very, very special testimonial from Christel. Like, it's a message directly from Christel. So let me read it for you. Let me be the voice of Christel for that. Sara Cornell has the distinct marked heart of the ancient ones. Her lineage strength is incomparable, and she uses it with grace for the good of her clients. On first witnessing Sara's energy as a healer, I was in awe at the degree that the sacred geometry danced with her soul to create transformation. The healing results happened so effortlessly within her session. As she channels the solar codes and starlight essence, it appears to be angelic. A celestial marriage of energies is flowing through her in brilliant light. I've consciously chosen Sara to be the initiator of Reiki in preparation for my clients getting attuned to Metatronic Reiki. Sara's celestial Sol-REIKI is a perfect match to complement the use of Metatron's cube, increase one's ability to open their intuitive capacity, and be able to hold light at a greater magnitude for longer gain, multidimensional healing abilities. This is what is needed to be a practitioner of Metatronic Reiki. I recommend Sara Cornell's genius with all my heart. So that's the message from Christel. So thank you, Christel, for sharing this, your very acute and clear perception of Sara and what it means for us to work with Sara and what's the longer term perspective. So thank you. So that was all about the Cosmic Soul Truth algorithm activation session. Now, let us know what else is in the package, what else is in the Celestial Soul Truth for Sol-REIKI for Soul Truth Awakening. Sara, thank you.
Yes. And oh my gosh, thank you, Christel, for that beautiful review. Okay, so all right, so now let's talk about option 2, and everything in option 2 is included in option 1. So, of course, we're going to have the Celestial Sol-REIKI attunement and initiation ceremony. So this will be for levels 1 and 2 for Celestial Sol-REIKI. So this is going to be a very powerful session. It's 90 minutes long, one-on-one. So the first thing that we're going to do is it's like a ceremony, an initiation, and I will be downloading and connecting you to the Reiki energies. So the Reiki 1 and 2 symbols. And so we'll start by just calling our highest level guides, masters, and angels, and being initiated into the spiritual energy of Reiki. Then after that, special solar codes and starlight energy will be brought into your field, initiating you, activating you, enlivening your whole body and being. Any adjustments that need to be done to the chakras or energetic pathways to allow for the ability to channel this healing light. This session is going to be a very powerful spiritual experience. It's kind of the main part of the program, right? So after this, after the ceremony, you'll be able to channel Celestial Sol-REIKI levels 1 and 2 to heal yourself, your loved ones. And this is a modality that you can use as a healing practitioner. You're going to be we're really going to be developing your clairvoyance, all of your clairs, really, being able to trust your intuition, experience ongoing development and growth of intuitive abilities, psychic senses, deepening your relationship with your own higher self and guides. And and then, of course, again, awakening your own unique soul, light, and truth. And so I just kind of want to bring your attention again that by receiving this attunement, your body and being will go through a process to release old densities and trauma. So that because as we release, right, the heaviness, then we can hold more light, which is your own soul light. So leading to more harmony and balance. So receiving that session that we talked about in option 1 will just make that whole process easier And then we get deeper layers too, right? We want to get as deep as we can. We want to heal up as much as we can. And then you're going to get a certificate. I'll give you a certificate to Celestial Sol-REIKI level 1 and 2 once you've completed. And I just wanted to share that this past weekend I was like in deep communion and prayer with the sun, and I was shown this very unique way that, I will be doing the attunement to the actual celestial part, the celestial and soul part of the Reiki. So that just came through this past weekend. I'm really, really, really excited about it. It's very special and unique. So that is kind of the big part of the program. And then you'll also receive a self-study training. So there's going to be 12 modules. It's and you just study this kind of on your own. There are going to be videos and PDFs. We're gonna go over all kinds of things like how to see auras, how to feel and sense energy, how to scan, how to use breath work to remove blockages, how to clear harmful energy from yourself and others, how to transform harmful energy from an object. We're really going to talk about a daily practice for grounding and clearing your energy, right? For me, having a daily practice has been just a huge game changer. So we're going to get deep into that. How can you use this energy every single day to keep your field clear? If you've ever had a deep session and afterwards you feel amazing and all light, and then like maybe a week later you're feeling heavy and bad again, that is just because we have to keep our energy clear. So we're going to be sharing about that. I'll teach you how to send healing to the past or the future. You can treat anxiety, depression, addiction. I mean, really anything at all you can use this energy to treat. We'll be talking about manifesting, how you can use this energy to manifest, how to do an energy healing session from start to finish. And then, of course, we're going to go over the foundations and the basics, like the history, the symbols, and, the techniques of giving Reiki. So we will cover all of that. Now, these 12 PDFs and videos, you won't receive them all at once. They're going to be released week by week. So what will happen is you will get like the first 3 videos and PDFs right away. And then, well, let's just go to the next section and then I can kind of explain how it will work. So the next section is the 3 live group intuitive readings and healing sessions. So 3 live group Q&A calls, about an hour each. I'm going to give a reading of what's your number 1 blockage to attunement and initiation. And then we're going to do a healing and clearing of that energy. And I'll really kind of talk you through each step. So you'll kind of experience the energy as you're learning how to use it. So these calls are support you. So if there's any questions that come up in the coursework, we will have a chance to talk about that as well. So how it will work is you'll get the 3 first PDFs and videos, and then we're going to have 1 live group call, which I don't have. It will be like a week from next Tuesday. So 2 weeks from today, we're going to have our first live call. And after that first live call, then, the next 4 PDFs and videos will be released. And then we'll have a second call. And then the remaining PDFs and videos will be released. And then we'll have the final call. And I just want to share that also this past weekend, what really came through these calls, I'm kind of feeling like I will be doing the intuitive readings ahead of time so we can really dedicate that hour. I'm really going to make this like a ceremony, like a prayer to the divine, because really the divine is in charge of what we get to heal. So we're really going to make this a beautiful ceremony, a beautiful prayer, and really get deep, deep, deep and clear out as much as we can in each of those calls. So I'm really excited about that. And then the next item, it will be a guided journey that you can listen to. And, you know, this is really designed for kind of that daily practice. I'll be grounding, centering your energy, connecting with your higher self and guides, and then a soothing waterfall of the celestial Sol-REIKI light, washing away any blockages and energetic debris and residue. So you can listen to this throughout the whole program. That would be amazing. But especially, I really recommend that during the 21-day cleansing process, which happens, begins at the time of the attunement, that you listen to this meditation in the morning and in the evening. And then what this will help with is as we kind of release those old densities as they come up for release, sometimes we can get like debris or residue stuck in the, pathways. And this will really help clear all that out. Keep your energy, nice and crystal clear. And you can use this as a daily practice forever if you like it, but I do really recommend it for that 21 days, and particularly morning and night, because it's good to kind of start your day with a clean, clear energy field, and before you go to bed as well. And then I've included a bonus. So these are 3 modules. There will be a guided journey, a video, and a PDF on how to connect with your guides. So we're going to do how to connect with your higher self with module 1, then module 2, how to connect with your angels and archangels, and how to set up an energetic container with the beautiful angels, which is something that I do before each and every session, and how to connect with your wise one team. And for this bonus, what I recommend is that you start with your higher self. That's kind of like the most important relationship, right? And work on the, if you're brand new to working with guides, of course, start with the higher self, and then, do that for 1 to 2 weeks, and then start with the angels and archangels, do that 1 to 2 weeks, and then move on to wise one team. And that is the program.
The magnificent program. Wow. Yes. Oof. It is really magnificent, and I love how you've designed it. I can see the image I'm being shown is how the mandala of light, like an umbrella, like it holds everything else that is being magnetized towards the mandala of light being realized and being embraced and embodied. And I really love how you have, yes, the mandala of light, which is the soul truth algorithm, right? It's correct. It's just a different way of naming it. So with that session of the Cosmic Soul Truth Algorithm private session, not only we get some very thorough and systematic clearing of all the chakras, but you perceive and reveal the mandala of light, the Cosmic Soul Truth Algorithm, and activate it to the degree that it is called to be activated at that point in time. Some time later, there will be more to it. But it encompasses and kind of, I'm sensing how it actually magnetizes everything. Every other element of the program is then being just magnetized towards the mandala of light being realized. So there's this magnificent private session, and then there's the whole journey of learning and up leveling. And really, I love how you have included all the elements that are for the beginner, for the seasoned healer, and that you are mixing so many ways for us to learn. There's the live group calls that, as you said, they are going to be more like ceremonies. And I'm sensing, yes, the daughter of the sun has arrived. So we're gonna, right? We're gonna be there. It's gonna be very a sacred time.
Yeah.
When as you come out in the world with this magnificent package, those who are going to join you, it's going to be so sacred. So I just love it. There's the calls, the live group calls, there's the self-study, there's the audios, it's just a perfect creation. So thank you. Thank you for having followed your inspiration to create it and to make it such a perfect creation. Thank you for offering the exclusivity of it, this brand new, whole new program, offering it to Graceful Connections. Of course, it comes with a payment plan so that we can get on board and get started. And let's do it. If each of us had our mandala of light activated and were walking and working and running through it, dancing through it, I mean, I can't wait the moment when this will be, right? And then we can perceive, I can perceive yours, because in the meantime, it has activated, for example, again, my clairvoyance, so I can perceive your mandala and I can perceive hers, and it's going to be such a beautiful world. Thank you. Thank you, Sara.
Thank you. I am so excited, and I'm setting the intention that anybody who invests in themselves, I mean, because really this is an investment in yourself, and setting the intention that whatever you invest is going to be returned to you times 10. That's kind of the prayer that I have made to our beautiful sun, to the divine, to the angels. This is going to give you a healing modality you can use for others, even if you don't even want to be a healer. This is just something beautifully that you can use to work on yourself or help your friends or family. So I'm just really excited. I'm really excited for this. I can't wait.
I think I certainly am, and I'm sure everyone listening is as well. I have two comments. One is that you said, yes, the investment is going to be multiplied by 10. I believe it might be much, much more than 10. It might be invaluable. Let's say 10 as a starting point, but I'm being shown like something like the rays of light of the sun, right? It doesn't shine 10 rays. It's like right. It's like
infinite.
Wow. Infinite, right? So that's one thing. The other thing, what was the other thing I wanted to say? Let me see. I lost this. Just give me a second to catch it. Well, it's gone. It's going to come back. I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it. It was, you have shared so much already about this. Just let me sense. Can I get it? Not right now. So it's not meant for right now. Maybe it come back and I'll share it. Now, one question to be clear about this. How do I know that this is for me?
Thank you for asking that, Sophie. So just feeling into that, I feel like this is for you. If you're here listening, if you're drawn to this, feel into your body. Do you feel a yes? Do you feel excited as I'm talking, as I'm sharing about it? That is how you know that this is for you. And I want to share that this past weekend, when I was doing this communion with the sun and really like breathing in those solar codes. And I had such like an up leveling this past weekend, and I'm really excited. But I could literally feel all of the beautiful, powerful hearts that are meant to join this program. And I could feel you all like almost co-creating these calls with me. And if you're feeling at all called to this, if you're feeling at all excited, know that your soul has already said yes. Know that you have already, and I'm getting chills, you've already come and spoken with me in the energetic realms. We're already working. You're already invested in this. We're already doing this. This is the first run through. So this is really special. But this is only going to expand. And I could really like last night I was shown this image of like almost like all these rays of light all around the globe like popping up. This is going, we're going to keep doing this. And then eventually, bringing in with being initiated into the Metatron Reiki. This is just something really exciting. And I'm really excited for the beautiful hearts who are going to join me on the very first run through. So if you're all feeling that yes in your body and your hearts, please join me.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I can see the orchestration that is taking place, right? At the level of, yes, daughter of sun has come and she's out there offering the light and revealing the mandalas, those who are meant to receive them and those who carry these codes of the sun, the lineage of the sun especially, but also other lineages, because we all have our mandala, right? Whether or not we are of the lineage of the sun, we each of us have our own mandala that is calling for more and more activation and expansion. So the gathering, I can see the orchestration that it's like there's a drum roll that's happening, and it's not yet the big and intense drum roll, but it's being drummed like, yes, it's coming, and the gathering has started to be orchestrated. So that's very beautiful to perceive. I got what I wanted to share is that how, and you said for you listening, you may be a healer, you may sense that this is your path, but I want to highlight how we understand the word healer in a very broad sense. Healing is about bringing wholeness or returning to wholeness, right? And this can take many, many forms. It can be what we call healing as, doing clearings, activations, all the healing work. But for many, the path of, if in this very broad sense of the term of healer, it may be being an artist, right? And your art, your creation has the power to heal in that it brings someone to wholeness, or it supports them in wholeness. So you can be an artist. Imagine having your mandala of light activated as an artist. What's gonna happen to your art and to your creation, your creativity? And as you channel Reiki through your art, you can be a speaker, you can be a channeler, you can be a leader. All of these are just different facets of what, in the very broad sense of the term, what we call a healer, right? It doesn't have to be hands-on healer. It can be there are many, many paths of being a healer and of embodying this mandala of light and our cosmic soul truth algorithm. And we're actually going to know it through the revelation of our algorithm, right? So that was, I think, an important distinction to make, because it opens, the scope is actually infinite in this way as well. The scope of to whom does it apply and appeal, right? It is
Yes.
pretty much for everyone in their own specific way.
Absolutely. And that was such a beautiful way that you put it, you know, whatever your soul mission is, whether it's like you said, to be an artist or to be a singer or to be a teacher or whatever it is, this is you embodying the truth of your soul is going to allow your own soul light to shine through every aspect of your life, whatever it is that your unique soul mission is. This is going to amplify and enliven you and illuminate you and really help light you up and bring you into the truth of who you are. And yeah, it's for anybody.
Yeah, thank you. Wow, thank you. Whew. All right. Well, yes. Thank you for creating this. Everyone, make sure to really review and sense it within yourself. Sense the calling, your heart being called. Sense your mandala, your cosmic soul truth algorithm. Is it vibrating right now? I wouldn't be surprised that it is. Yes. So
Yes.
make sure that you perceive it, right, and that you give yourself the chance to um, answer the call that is happening right now. It's actually your soul calling you
Yes.
through these vibrations that are coming through what Sara is sharing and offering, and how your being responds to it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
beautiful. Now, I think now to kind of wrap it up, I like put the icing on the cake is how it shows up. Um, we would love to have an experience of
Yes.
the celestial soul Reiki. So is that a good time, Sara? Is that a
I
good
think
moment?
now, yes, is a perfect time
Perfect
to
time.
bring that through so you can experience and feel
Yeah.
into the energy yourself.
So what you are offering, Sara, is a clearing and opening of the heart chakra with celestial soul Reiki. So if there's anything you need to tell us about it, please do. And when you're ready, we are ready to receive.
Okay, wonderful. I feel like just the most important thing is that if you're driving right now, you may want to come back to this. Because really being able to close your eyes and really surrender to the energy so you have the most powerful experience. So if you're driving, obviously you can't close your eyes. That wouldn't be safe. Or if you're just in a situation where it's not safe for you to close your eyes, you may want to just come back to this part. Other than that, I'm just going to ask that you are able to be in a quiet space and close your eyes. Just be open to receive. Hmm. Just starting to take some breaths, feeling into your body. Okay, I'm going to call all your energy, all your awareness back to you. Bringing it in below the eyebrows, behind the eyes, traveling down the spine. Good. All right. Just let's bring your awareness to the base of your spine and the soles of your feet. Let's create some thick, substantial grounding cords. And we're going to send these cords down, down, down through the many layers of the earth, through all the rock, clay, and mud, Down, 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 down. Little further. All the way down to that beautiful ball of light. Little further. There we go. Plugging right into the beautiful fifth dimensional crystalline core of Gaia. And Gaia holds beautiful healing, clearing, high vibrational energy, and she's starting to send it back up to you. Through the cords we just created. Up, 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 up. Opening your feet chakras and just breathing this light into your legs, traveling up your legs, clearing out all the meridians and the nadis. Breathing this beautiful energy into the base of your spine. It's clearing out the chakras, lower chakras, as it travels up and centers in your heart. Perfect. And now from the heart, we're going to create another cord and send it up. So let's just send this cord up and out of the heart, through the throat, third eye, crown, up through the soul star, even higher through the stellar gateway. Just imagine a night sky above you, and you're going to go to the star that's beaming a little brighter. It's calling you, beckoning you. Up, up, up. We're going all the way up to the star that is you in the universe. Whew. Beautiful. Plugging right into that star. Now this beautiful celestial starlight is starting to rain down from the heavens. Contains all the perfect frequencies and healing for you. Coming back down through the stellar gateway, through the soul star, watching as the crown opens and this beautiful celestial light flows into the crown, clearing out the head and the skull, the brain, clearing out the third eye, the throat, and finally anchoring in the heart. So we have the earth energy and the sky energy mixing in the beautiful space of your heart. So just imagine now that you are standing on the doorstep of your heart. Open the door, stepping inside. And as you step inside, there is a beautiful pathway of golden light. I'd like you just to start walking down that path of golden light. In each step that you take, the soles of your feet are absorbing this light. It's filling up your body, your fields. And up ahead, you see a beautiful, brilliant sun. This is the sun of your heart. The sun that resides in your heart always. I just want you to walk towards this beautiful sun. As you get closer and closer, you can feel the power. You can feel almost the magnetic pull as it pulls you closer. Maybe you've met with the sun here before many times, or maybe it's your first time. You feel the power. And just go closer and closer until you finally step right inside this beautiful sun. And as you step inside, it's just starting to clear away dissolve, disintegrate, unwind. Anything that's ready to be released today. I'm sensing this unwinding of the mental body, many kind of stuck thought forms, energy, projections. This sun is just starting to burn this away. The sun is now moving, vibrating, getting deeper and deeper. We're going into the emotional field now, and there's many stuck emotions from all the people listening to this who have been carrying almost like lifetimes of old pain and hurt. And this beautiful sun is just starting to disintegrate, dissolve all those old layers of grief. I'm feeling like this deep well of grief. Let that go. There it goes. Good job. Just keep breathing, taking deep breaths. This light is getting deep, deep, deep into all of your energetic structures. Dissolving and disintegrating with sadness, grief, guilt, pain, shame, sorrow, disappointment, bitterness, anger. Just breathe and allow these layers to let go. You've been carrying them for so long. I'm seeing old cords and hooks just being burnt away by this beautiful sun energy. It's falling away. We're sending it down to the ball of light for transmutation. Keep breathing. Beautiful. The sun is getting deep into your body, into all of your cells, all of your organs. It's releasing layers and layers of stuck energy. Getting deep into your cells, washing them out. You can just see kind of like this shadowy energy just coming up off of all of us. Beautiful. Now let's just let this sun expand and start filling up all the corners of your heart. Just look around now with your inner eyes and watch as this sunlight illuminates all the hidden, beautiful corners of your heart. And as it does, it's just naturally dissolving any old energetic structures that are no longer needed, any walls. I'm seeing like, how can I describe this? Like maybe like these old kind of dusty, cobwebby areas of the heart that maybe haven't been witnessed in so long, and this light is just clearing all of that away. So allow this light to expand, expand, expand. And now really feel your heart starting to expand. Your heart space is expanding bigger than your physical body now. And it's just completely taking up all the space in the room that you're in. Your heart is just so open and so wide. And this light is just illuminating all of these secret chambers I'm hearing of your heart, these secret places where maybe you've even hidden away this beautiful aspect of yourself, right? These beautiful gifts that you may have that you've hidden away. Some of you are really being shown and illuminated these gifts. It may appear as a symbol, so just go ahead and accept it. Beautiful. Now your hearts are even getting bigger than the room that you're in. Expanding, expanding. As big as your town, state, country, continent, until your heart is as big as the planet. And all of us now form together this beautiful light, and our hearts are as big as the planet, and we're just shining this sunlight energy down onto the earth. Feel the power in this. Feel how expansive your heart is, how expansive your soul is, how expansive your gifts are, how expansive the truth of you is. To really feel that. Oh. Just going to stay here for a few moments and allow this light to completely envelope all of our bodies, beings, fields, the whole planet. And just float in this expansive, blissful state, this truth that is you. Perfect. And now keeping our hearts open wide. Go ahead and start feeling back into your body. Coming back to now. All of the old heavy energy that we released has been sent down through our grounding cords to Gaia, and she's transmuting all of that energy for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now you can just imagine that the sun is above your head, and we're calling back all of that transmuted energy, filling up the sun above our head. You can just fill it with whatever vibrations you would like to be filled with today. So unconditional love, joy, peace, harmony, bliss. And just allow the sun to flow into your body. All this beautiful light's getting into all your cells, each and every strand of DNA, each and every organ. Now just the overflows coming out from the heart, starting to fill up your whole energetic field. Just going to ask this light if there's any rips or tears in your aura to heal those up for you. Resetting your energetic boundaries. Recalibrating your field. There we go. Just balancing and aligning all your chakras. Perfect. Let's just drop into our hearts and give gratitude. Thank you, Sophie, for this beautiful orb of grace and for these calls allowing us to come together and share in this beautiful energy. Thank you, Christel Hugues, founder of Academy for the Soul. Thank you to our higher selves and all our guardians, guides, and angels. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to the beautiful solar and celestial light that came in and provided this healing for us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When you're ready, you can open your eyes.
And thank you, Sara, for being their emissary, all those
Mm.
beautiful solar celestial beings. Yes, you are their emissary, you are their emissary is really the perfect word, right? You're the daughter of the sun. Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you for this just very delightful and magnificent experience. And
Mm.
I can only imagine, or maybe hardly imagine, it's just something to experience, I'm sure. Having this powerful clearing, powerful, but it's just so spontaneous, like it happens, like I'm seeing how, I mean, it's nothing less than the power of the sun, right? And how the sun melts the ice, and it just
Mm.
happens, right? I
Mhm.
mean, there's nothing and no effort to give to it. The ice just melts, right? And I could feel how, for myself, but also for everyone in the audience, the stuff melts down. It just melts.
Mhm.
The power and the purity and the intensity of this sunlight, but it feels so smooth and so delightful to receive, right? And so receiving this degree of clearing and activation at the same time for all the 7 chakras during the
Mm.
session with you, but also for our cosmic soul truth algorithm, that all that is keeping or holding the algorithm locked or
Mhm.
buried under layers and layers of stuff and residue and sediments, and keeping it, yes, buried, all the melting down to reveal this, to not only reveal but activate this magnificent mandala of light. A session with you is just like we were so lucky. Thank you for the gift of this experience. Now for us to imagine the full experience with you is just, well, beyond words. I can't put it into words, but we got to sense what it is like. So thank you for gifting us this beautiful experience, Sara. And again, so the cosmic celestial soul Reiki for truth awakening, you have 2 options.
Yes.
Option 1 includes this magnificent private session, the cosmic soul truth algorithm activation session with the in-depth clearing of all the 7 chakras and clearing, revealing, opening, activating of your cosmic soul truth algorithm, the mandala of light.
Yes.
And so option 1 has this very special, unique, exclusive session, plus everything in the option 2, which is really the whole journey of stepping into being the healer you were born to be, or up-leveling yourself as the healer. Again, the healer, the artist, the leader, the speaker, the teacher, whatever is your way of being the healer, right? Being whole, becoming whole, and bringing wholeness to others, bringing wholeness, contributing to the restoration of the wholeness of humanity and the planet. And so really, this is all about initiating or up-leveling your intuitive and multidimensional healing ability so you can fully step into, embrace, and express your soul truth, the truth of your purpose in this incarnation, what your soul has set itself to accomplish with you, through your lifetime where you are right now, and what ways and depths and magnitude of service you are here to contribute to the evolution of humanity. So that's what it's all about. It is really tremendous. So thank you so much, Sara, for this experience, this gift, and everything you are bringing to Graceful Connections with all that you shared, and this magnificent package. It's more than a package. It's really
Mm.
a very sacred invitation and invitation to join you in this journey. So thank you for.
Yes.
We're going to meet again with you, Sara, on Friday, June the 30th at 9 a.m. Pacific for live intuitive readings galore.
Yes.
Sara will answer. Yes, it's going to be so special because that's where we're going to get very personal. Sara is going to answer for each of you. What's my number one block to soul truth embodiment? So that's where, yes, it gets very special. Sara will tune into your energy field, let you know what's going on there, blocking your soul truth, right? We all want
Yes.
our soul truth expressed and free to be expressed and expressing and growing, right? And how
Yes.
to remedy it, not only identify, but how to remedy it. So, of course, if you can't attend the live call with Sara, make sure to request your intuitive reading in advance. Then you'll catch up with the replay to receive Sara's brilliant insights and wisdom. Now, Sara, is there any word of closing that you would like to offer? You've offered so much already.
Yes, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you, beloved hearts, who are here listening and considering joining me in this journey. I am so excited. This has me so lit up. And yeah, I can't wait to go deep with each and every one of you. And for everyone who says, yes, I've already been feeling you, your higher self around me. You're all so powerful. You're all so much, even so much brilliance than what you even realize. And I can't wait to go deeper with each and every one of you. And thank you for just taking the time and listening today.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for this. Closing. Now let's take a moment to be present once again to the orb of grace, allowing it to hold us, to remain there, holding us, holding all that we have received, discovered, explored, experienced. All that we are not even aware that we have received, letting it settle in, allowing ourselves to really receive it as we are held in the orb of grace for as long as it serves our highest good, our evolution, and the highest good of all. And I'm closing now with gratitude to each and every one of you in the audience. Thank you for answering yes to the calling of grace today. Gratitude to you, daughter of the sun, master truth activator, Sara Cornell. Thank you for all the wisdom, the brilliance, all the offerings, and all that you have shared and offered and gifted us today, through all the graceful connections that have been woven with you and with your masterful, brilliant expertise. Thank you for all the light that you have showered us with today. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie.
Thank you. Of course, immense gratitude to Christel Hugues and the Academy for the Soul, offering this platform in which graceful connections grow and expand, impacting our lives, our environment, and the world at large. Gratitude to the Orb of Grace for providing a safe, sacred space for this journey of exploration that we are engaged on. Gratitude for all the grace that we are blessed with at every moment, whether we are aware of it or not. It offers all the nourishment, the nurturing, the healing, the revelations, realizations, the connections that we open our hearts to receive all along this journey. Gratitude to our higher selves and all the higher beings that guide, support, and protect us. And gratitude to the divine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Until we meet again, many graceful blessings to all of you. And goodbye now. Thank you.